Sometimes I make these videos. It's kind of late, so we talk, try not to wake others because sometimes voices carry and travel. Um, I guess that's part of the main thing. Also, someday I hope that my daughter has the self confidence either through videos or just from what she learns in school and books and life and learning and instructions. That's what they used to call it, but teachings and learnings. To have the ability to get past other people's fears or judgment of what they say and might do, because a lot of people through time they say judge people, and when you can get past that, because everybody does some degree of that, whether it's criticism or backbiting or whatever people do when they do. Everybody's got their own thing. Some people mean it maliciously, some people don't. Some people are just human and like commenting on stuff. Just because they say something, it doesn't mean that it's bad what you did, or it doesn't mean that they're trying to put you down. And other times they are. It's being able to do stuff past that. So no matter what somebody says, you can look past it and just go on. So you can soar and excel to new heights, to where you need to reach, to go beyond past to what their beliefs are or lack of beliefs are. It's kind of like all these great inventors that do stuff, and then, boom, they didn't sit back and wait for everybody's fear and judgment to cloud their visions, hopefully. They did their best to excel past it. Anything like that. Great composers, authors, movie directors, actors, anybody like that. I'm sure there's a lot of teachers and other people out there through time that experience the same thing or any industry you're in, whether it's manufacturing or somebody out there is trying to sit there and say, oh, you can't do that or you shouldn't do that, and it's just getting past their stupidity or their unknowing of what your drive is or what your journey is. So you can sit there and get to where you're supposed to be. I mean, if you have the drive and the vision to soar past that, to get to where you're supposed to be, I mean, maybe it won't be 100% successful all the time. Maybe it won't make you a bazillionaire. But the point is it's your drive, it's your passion, it's the experience to get you there that could take you to the next experience. But then again, maybe it will be successful. There's tons of people that start businesses that later sell them or switch the industry that they're in. It's like if somebody goes to college, sometimes they're partway through and they decide to change whatever they're majoring in or whatever their passion is. Or some people take jobs in other industries and places. But it's the point that at least they started there, the ones that didn't finish, and hopefully the ones finish. They don't wait 20 years to go back if that's what their passion is. And hopefully they're becoming successful in their own right along the way. So I guess that's some of what the videos are supposed to transpire and inspire to get to that next level. Because all these videos basically is stuff that, I'm trying to explain to people. More so it's like talking to my daughter of stuff that, might be a little crazy, might be a little unique, but, at her age, she's not going to remember this stuff. So maybe if she can go back and look at an inspirational video, if not mine, maybe somebody else's, so she can be more consciously aware, consciously awake. So maybe someday you can be more consciously aware and consciously awake, that we can soar and sail to new heights, so we can get to wherever we want to be or need to be, or at least try to be, to get past others, not in a bad way, but so we can sail on to our journey to get to where we think we should be. And that's the part that I'm trying to impress. That's why sometimes I say it multiple times. It's almost like, if you're doing a good affirmation, you need to do it 3 to 5 times a day for 20 days to 30 days. Because you're trying to impress your subconscious. When you sit there and you want to sit there and say, I have self-confidence, I have self-esteem, I have self-confidence, I have self-esteem. Affirmations are done at least in this day and age, for that reason. They say, if you want to create a new habit or break an old habit, it's 50 times. So basically, or 100 times. So if you hit that 3 times a day for 20 days minimum, or if it's 3 times a day for 30 days, you're impressing your subconscious, your super subconscious. And sometimes people do it a second term or a second duration where they'll sit there and do it again. Like when I was stopping smoking, I'm a non-smoker. I'm a non-smoker. I want to say it seemed like I tried for 10 years to stop smoking, but once I got serious about it and did the affirmation, I want to say it was a couple months. Like it was kicked in that I was becoming a non-smoker, and after a lot of years of that, basically the 2 months really helped. So by me saying I'm a non-smoker, so that's the part of the affirmation when you're ready to, that it will get you there by impressing your subconscious. I mean, that's how affirmations work. That's what they're based on. It's not based on fear and lack of belief. It's for people that believe in it and want to use it and want to try it and use it the way it should. It's almost like a meditation. A lot of people may be against meditation, but there's thousands and millions more that are for it, and that helps many people, especially if they practice it. Now, the ones that can't get into it, you need to try it for a month or two and see what you experience. Sometimes 3 months. That's kind of like people that exercise. If you exercise one day in your life, is that exercise? No. But people work out every day, every other day, 5 times a week, 3 times a week. Even if it's weekly and they do it for 3 to 6 months to a year to 5 years, your whole perspective is different. That is where you can say, I've done exercise, or I'm doing exercise, or I've done meditation, I'm doing meditation. That's when you can sit there and say, I'm focusing on a goal. Goal list is something totally different, but it's also usable. Remember to be thankful. You make a list of, I say the top 100 things you like. Some people, 5. Some people, the top 25. And then at the bottom, you make your list where you say, I am thankful for this. Some people use different things. They'll say this or something better, or it's equal. But the main part is to have the wish. One lady I talked to, she said she puts her goal list, the paper between her hands like a prayer, because she's trying to focus intent, like she's so thankful that she already has it. And I've heard this from several different places, so the concept is out there. It's the same concept as a prayer, as a goal, as a dream, as a want, a desire. Having the intent so bad that you feel like you've received it, and then going out and doing stuff to put yourself in the position that you will be more open to it and have little lines to it so you can reach your destination. You do that, and then you have to get yourself out there. You can't just sit at the house meditating for 100 years and expect everything to come to you. Maybe if you ordered it off eBay or something, that's different. But I just mean, pretend this is before the internet. Back when people still maybe visited. But what I'm saying is like, if you have a goal, a desire, a dream, you're not going to sit there and do a meditation to become a famous actor unless you're going to go get in the field of that, whether it's theater or plays or anything like that. So as you do this stuff, you have to get yourself out there. Nowadays, I suppose with these video companies, YouTube and the other ones, you could possibly do that from home. So if that's your goal and that's your desire, you can do it. But you have to make the video. You have to get yourself out there. You have to have that dream, the desire, the goal to further yourself. So that's the concept. I mean, to get past any naysayer that may make it this far in the videos, what I'm trying to understand or explain a little bit more of what is being said. So it's stuff you have to do your own research on. Whether it's the goal list, whether it's prayer, whether it's meditation, whether it's being thankful. You could say you're thankful 5 times, 100 times a day, 3 times a day. At least do it for a month or two. But then at some point in time, you need to set the intent to where it is said that you need to be so thankful like you already have it. You have to believe it. Some people say that that's manifesting with the universe, co-creation with the universe. Some people say that we all have the ability and the right to. It's kind of like the magical part of life that a lot of people have forgotten about or don't believe. So it's what you want to accomplish. Now, somewhere in there, you need to do the footwork. You need to do you got to have the drive and put it in the right motion. Nowadays, if you want to be a doctor, you have to go to college. You have to hit all your things you have to do, your 8 years, and then I can't even think of everything at the time, but basically I've heard some people spending 12 years or more to go be a doctor, to where by the time they've done their work at the hospital and everything else that they do, it's taken them that long to get there. And that's the thing, is you're not going to sit there and just become that sitting at home unless you're taking internet classes, which they offer nowadays, but I'm sure you can do that. But the point is and at some point in time, you have to go donate your time and get some hands-on experience. So that's the thing, at least at this day and age. So that's just, I'm trying to give you multiple examples of the concept. So how does it all tie together? It's life. Everything ties together. It's supposed to be an inspirational video. It could be considered neutral. It could be a spiritual concept. It doesn't have to be. It's not religious or non-religious. It's a neutral stance where as long as you're thankful to the universe, if you're thankful to a higher being, if you're thankful to God or the goddess, if you're thankful to something you believe in. Some people just believe in the universe, or they can believe in themselves, and hey, maybe they don't need the video to be inspired. But it's finding what gives you the drive to be thankful for on a non-religious basis or a religious basis. If you need that back in you, then that's good. Then that help gives you the drive to get there. So you're assured and reassured of where your thoughts are coming from a higher power to give you the drive to attain your goal. So we can get past people's lack of esteem, their lack of fears, or too many fears, or basically to gain the self-confidence to give you the drive to get there. If you were already there, maybe you haven't found this video, or maybe you got there without this video. That's good. Then that's the point to excel in your field of choice. Or even like the sideline, some people are doing stuff in careers and then they want to do art on the side or whatever it is. There's so many things you can do. Some people, I look back to where they say that there's a dual existence in life. Some people are basically really good in their career field, and on a sideline, there's a lot of spiritual people out there. Some people are religious. There's yoga people, meditation people. There's people that are into sports. If they don't do it full time, then their passion is to either do it for exercise or agility or ability, or some people just like to go and work out instead of doing other stuff. Other people like to go to clubs, whatever they do after work. There's a lot of people that like to go camping, exploring, hiking. There's so many things to do. If you don't know what to do, look it up online, look it up on the internet. My inspiration was to try and get this video done, and sometimes I get sidetracked a little because I don't really have the format. The thought was to make the video and to throw in those couple things that I said at the beginning and to get past my own thought process. So I can sit there and think to myself, I have self-confidence, I have self-esteem, I have self-value, I have self-worth. You could never hear it enough because sometimes the negative out there that we want to excel past, it does not hurt to excel past that. So there's so many other things you get into for help and inspiration, whether it's Qigong, EFT, emotional freedom techniques, is tap zones. That's supposed to be good for so many things, to break that emotional attachment to things, to help get you past it. whatever it is, big or small. Just some things to look up. So as I sit there and say that to you, I, hope that anybody that needs to get past something will learn what it is that they need to get past for lifeward ways and means so they can excel to their new heights and soar to their new level. So whether it's a believer, non-believer, friend, foe, other, indifferent, whatever it is, you got to do something to get you inspired, to get you to where you want to be, so you can find your inner happiness. I mean, if you just want to sit in a cave or a house and do meditation, that's fine, nothing wrong with that. You might want to remember to stock up on some food so you can eat. Although some people say, when they do that they don't really need to eat and drink as much, but it's a proven fact you usually need water. So get yourself some good water, some healthy food. Basically, unless you're in a place where people are bringing it to you. And I've heard there's places like that too. So it's just the concept of what you want to do, what you want to achieve, what you want to be. Or if you're everything you want to be, if you just want to maintain a different level or explore something new. So that's, I guess, who I'm talking to besides myself and this camera and any family, friend, or wonderful person in the world that wants to awaken or wants to listen. You can sit there and say, I'm awake. I'm awake. I listen. I listen to my heart. I listen to the world. I listen to the universe. I listen. I am aware. I see. I do. I know. I have the drive. I have the desire to be what I want to be who I want to be, to do what I want to do, past any other thing that might be considered a negative influence or in my way. I may be aware of it, but it lets me know which path I need to take to get around it or overcome it. So I may be where I want to be to achieve what I want to achieve, to do what I want to do, to find my own way. That's the simplest way I could say it without stumbling. So I hope it makes sense. It doesn't have to make sense. I'm not here for the fears and the haters. I'm here because for those that believe, that want to achieve, that know what they want, that may not have hit that step, or maybe they want a reassurance that that's what they should do. Whether this video inspired them or just one portion of it, or whether it inspired you or one portion of it to do something good and wonderful with your life, or to help somebody else, or to help yourself, or to help the planet, to help the people that are starving, to help the people that need water, to help the people that need medical care. Whether it's through your own action or whether it's through donation, whether it's writing to your Congress and Senate people to get them to appropriate more funds to help our country, to help the world, to help when they're using those taxes, to put a portion aside from corporate tax, or take a small portion of other taxes and set it aside specifically for that reason, to help not only our country but the world. I mean, they already do it now, so it's not a big deal. They already put so many monies aside for other places. So for whatever reasons, I can't even get into all of it. I don't even know all the aspects of it. I'm just saying some of that money could be more appropriated. Some of that money could be more appropriated to help more worthy causes, even if it's a small percent or two. Whether it's through the corporate checks, through churches or religious organizations of many, because there's so many variations out there. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be our government directly being the world savior, but many times it seems like they are anyways on certain things. But just by appropriating the funds to the locations that can help on a neutral level to help more people across the world, and if not, just to help you yourself, whether it's the neighbors, the community, local charities, anything like that. That's the gist of the story. Thank you for a like, a share, a subscribe if possible. Hopefully it reaches the right people. And the concept is there not for the negative judgment, but for the few positive things you might have pulled out of this. So thank you. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good evening. No matter where you are in life or in the world, wherever you are, wherever you will be, wherever we will be. Take care. Good luck. Best to you.